Unit 2. Life in the Past. Lesson 1. Reading. Activity 1. Look at the pictures on pages 22 to 23. Are the characters from the past, the present or the future?
From the past.
How do you know?
The objects and the clothing are from the past.
Who was Samuel Pepys?
A writer and government administrator.
What did he do?
He wrote a famous diary.
When did he write his diary?
In the 17th century, 350 years ago.
Do you know him?
No, I don't.
Was life very different in the 17th century?
Yes, it was very different.
What objects can you see that are from the past?
Clothes, a pen made from a feather, ships, houses.
Samuel Pepys was born in 1633 and he died in 1703. He is famous for the diary he wrote between 1660 and 1669, in which he described his work and his life in London. He lived through two disasters, the Plague and the Great Fire of London. Activity 2. What is happening in each picture?
Samuel is writing a diary. Two women made a fire. There are some men on the ship. A man is painting a portrait of a woman. The houses are on fire.
Activity 3. Read the diary and check your answers to Activity 2.
Monday, the 22nd of January.
It was very cold this morning. There was ice on the inside of the windows. The servants made a fire for me in the bedroom. I had to wear 3 jackets, but I was still freezing. It was dark too. I needed 2 candles to write this diary entry.
Wednesday, the 7th of February.
Most people haven't got a clock or a watch because they're very expensive. Last night, the cat woke me up. I didn't know what time it was. Then I heard the night watchman shouting, 1 o'clock on a cold and windy night. This morning, I bought my very first watch, so now I'll always know the time.
Friday, the 16th of March.
I can't see very well. So yesterday, I bought a pair of glasses. I took the boat to my office and I could see all the ships on the River Thames. There were lots of ships, so it was difficult to get to work. The river didn't used to be so busy, but I'm so pleased that I can see clearly again.
Friday, the 15th of June.
Today, I bought Elizabeth a very expensive necklace. It cost £4. Mr. Hales is coming to paint her portrait today. He's an artist, but he used to work in my office. I'm worried because Elizabeth's false teeth are very uncomfortable. She'll have to sit for hours while Mr. Hales paints her portrait. I hope she doesn't look unhappy.
Sunday, the 2nd of September.
The servants woke me up early this morning. There's a great fire in the City of London. It was an emergency, so I rode my horse into the city to speak to the king. They used to build houses here with stone. Now they use wood, so the fire is growing very quickly. Soldiers are pulling down houses in front of the fire, but it's still moving very fast.
Monday, the 4th of September.
Elizabeth and I were worried that our house was going to burn down, so this afternoon we took our possessions outside and hid them. One of my most expensive possessions is a block of Parmesan cheese from Italy. We dug a hole in the garden and buried the cheese so no one can steal it. I hope it stays safe.
What are the two women doing in the first picture?
Making a fire.
What is Samuel Pepys doing?
Writing his diary.
Where is he in the second picture?
On the River Thames.
Where is he going?
To his office.
Who is the woman in the third picture?
Pepys's wife, Elizabeth.
What is happening?
An artist is painting a picture of her.
What is happening in the last picture?
The houses are on fire.
What was different 350 years ago? Answer the questions to understand the differences. Why was there a fire in the bedroom?
It was cold.
What did he need the candles for?
To see and write a diary.
What does a watchman do?
He shouts the hour and the weather.
What were houses made of?
Made from wood.
Activity 4. Vocabulary. Servant. Someone who works for another person in their house.
They have a servant to clean and cook for them.
Dig. To use a tool to make a hole in the ground.
The children dug a big hole on the beach.
Build. To make something by putting parts or materials together.
They built a house next to the river.
Soldier. A person who works in the army.
The soldiers stand outside the palace 24 hours a day.
Office. A building or room where people work.
My mum works in an office in town.
Freezing. Very, very cold.
I wore a hat and gloves because it was freezing outside.
Burn down. To destroy something with fire.
The forest fire burned down the nearby houses.
Portrait. A picture of a person.
She asked the artist to paint a portrait of her son.
Bury. To put something in the ground and cover it.
The dog buried a bone in the garden.
Possession. Something that is yours. It belongs to you.
My favorite possession is a necklace that my mother gave me.